friends, welcome back to my channel. It is me, April, and this week I am officially 38 weeks pregnant. We are in the final stretches of this pregnancy and I'm super excited about finally having this baby. She can come anytime, any moment. So this is my belly. It's my belly at 38 weeks pregnant with my third baby. This pregnancy has been such a journey full of highs and lows. Today I just want to sit down, take a minute and reflect a bit on pregnancy and slowing down and everything that I have been learning through this pregnancy and in motherhood in general. This past month has really forced me to slow down and be present, not because I'm exhausted and sore, which I am, very exhausted and sore everywhere, but because it is also the end of a chapter. And I really want to take the time to remember this moment, waiting, this quietness, that this feeling of knowing that life is about to change once again very soon. Physically, I am definitely feeling very pregnant. Between the pressure in my body, the discomfort, the endless kicking, the endless bathroom trips, and the broken sleep. But honestly, I am still grateful for this pregnancy and the journey that it's taken me on. This has been more difficult than my last two pregnancies. This one is really making me slow down. With my first baby, with Cam, I was able to work almost my entire pregnancy. And then with my second baby, with Little Bear, I did work as well, but I was working on Uber with him. So I was doing Uber deliveries with him. The day that I went into labor with my Little Bear, I was actually working on Uber that same day, being very active. It's pretty cool to reflect back on those two pregnancies. And then with this pregnancy, I have really not been able to do much. Before I was able to do Uber with Little Bear, but then I got sick. My body just couldn't handle it. Baby girl was just like, slow down. Okay, with me, you're not gonna be doing all this extra stuff. She was just like, no, mommy, with me, you're gonna sit down in the house. So that's what I've been doing. It has not been easy for me because I'm like a hustler at heart, but it has brought me so much clarity. It has taught me to surrender and to let go of controlling every moment and just trusting that my body knows what it's doing and knows what it needs. Some days I'm doing nothing but resting. Other days I have little bursts of energy where I'm nesting and cleaning like a maniac and trying to get everything done as much as I possibly can. But as I enter this last stretch, there is no more pushing myself. Honor how I feel and how my body is feeling in the moment, because it's working on overtime now. Emotionally, this pregnancy has been so layered between grief and overthinking, of wondering how life is going to change again for me and my family. And then there's also a layer of grief that came with it, and having the memories of wishing my firstborn was still here and being able to experience getting his second sibling. It's very bittersweet dealing with grief after child loss and having a baby after losing a baby. I've been trying to spend more time, quality, intentional time with my toddler, watching him with no distractions, not trying to multitask. Those moments just feel like they ground and bring me back to center. I realize I don't want to rush through these little bits of time that I have left with him, because after this time is over, it's gonna be me, him, and this new baby that I'm bringing into the world. And that's just gonna be a change for him that we're gonna adjust to together. So I've been really trying to soak up the time that I have with him where it's just me and him right now. He doesn't care about to-do lists or my to-do list or times or schedule. He just wants me to be present with him. And when I spend time with him, it reminds me that motherhood is not all about getting everything done. It's about actually just showing up and being present. It isn't about the constant motion of life. I am so excited for him to become a big brother and to experience that sibling bond that he didn't get to have with his older brother, even though it's going to be different because it's like his little sister. But I'm excited to see him experience that sibling bond and to grow up and have somebody to grow up with him and play with him. And maybe they'll even fight and argue sometimes like siblings do, but that bond is so irreplaceable in my eyes. So yeah, I'm grieving a little bit because now I'm going to have to share him with his little sister and share her with him. And you know, grieving the loss of my first son too, over adding another sibling. I'm just grieving the end of this season as my due date gets closer. I'm giving myself permission to hold both excitement and sadness. So yeah, we've just been doing little things to prepare for her as we get closer to my due. Outside of preparing my physical space for her, I've also been trying to prepare my heart. I'm actually gonna make another printable affirmation for postpartum that I can hang around my house just to remind myself to lean into the weight and to embrace the postpartum period. My favorite line in the printable that I'm making is actually, I trust that my body knows what it's doing. If you're in a waiting season, that reminder is there for you too. And you can get my printable on Crafty, my Etsy shop. So yeah, that's where I am right now at 37 weeks pregnant, trusting the process, waiting, and just sitting in the wait, being patient. I don't know when exactly this baby's gonna come, but I know that I don't want to rush it anymore. I don't want to wish it away, because once it's gone, it's gone, and once she's here, she's here. And this part of this journey will be done, over, completed. So if you are in a similar situation, maybe you're not in a waiting season of pregnancy, maybe you're waiting for a breakthrough, maybe you're waiting for a new beginning, I just want to say that there is beauty in the pause and there is beauty in the wait. So lean into the wait, embrace it. You don't have to fill every moment with something to do. You're still growing regardless, even if it's quiet right now. Thank you guys for being here with me if you watch this video. If you want to keep following my journey, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I make content about all types of things. You can also follow my social medias like Instagram and TikTok, but I don't know if TikTok's gonna get banned, but you can find me on Instagram and Threads and here on YouTube. I'll just keep sharing and showing up as much as I can when I can until baby finally makes her arrival, and then I'm probably going to take a couple steps back because I'll be in a new phase of my life. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. Bye.